Hey, what's up everybody? Hey DK, how you doing? How's your Sunday going? Sorry for the delay, I had to send out the notifications. I'm riding the struggle bus today, a little exhausted from the last 2 days of indulging in a couple drinks and food, lots of food. But we're gonna hit the nutrition plan running pretty well now. Refresh my Twitch page. For some reason it's still showing I'm hosting somebody. So we're gonna make some eggs first at the muffin tin. I haven't made these in a long time. Just gonna, actually should preheat the oven. I'm just gonna crack open some eggs, 1 egg in each one. Then for one of my meals, if you can do ! meal, I added a command for that so you can see what I'll be eating this week. Oh, working again? Okay, yeah, thank you. Thank you for swinging in. No worries if you gotta get your work done. Hopefully you're having a good work day. I appreciate you being here. So let's get our eggs out. This should be a pretty easy meal. And then we're also gonna make some chicken stir fry too. Let me see, I'll show you the commands too. Boom. Hopefully those worked. Looks good. Hope you're having a good Sunday though. Alright, so this is gonna preheat to 350. We're gonna cook our eggs for 20 minutes. I have coconut oil spray to grease up the pan because eggs will stick wicked hardcore. They'll probably still stick even with this. You gotta throw a lot in there. Ooh, coconutty. As to be expected. I used to make these all the time, but with liquid eggs. Like the little liquid eggs in a carton with the egg whites. And I got really sick of it. So we'll try this again. I haven't had it for a couple years, so maybe it won't be too bad. And this is gonna be using a real egg instead of eggs out of a carton. So it might be better. If not, it's just a week. Hopefully I won't be eating it next week. But my buddy, so I'm starting a new nutrition plan with him. Just want to switch things up with my habits. And nutrition's even more important than working out. So switching that up, and he just built, like, I kind of told him the things I like, and he figured out basically what my meals are going to be. So I'll be back to eating 3 meals and 2 snacks a day, as opposed to 2 massive meals in a day. So that'll be a nice change, I suppose. Switch it up. Debating on whether I should beat up the eggs or not. Maybe some I'll beat up and some I won't, just to see what I like better. I've never just cracked an egg in here and eaten it that way. I like yolky eggs. It's pretty good. And we'll toss this. So I'm gonna make a cup, probably two or 3 batches of this. I got 12. I'm gonna eat 4 of these every morning with like some fruit. You can look at the ! meal to see what I'll be eating each day. We're gonna need a lot of containers. A lot of containers I actually don't have clean, so whoops. Did not prepare as well as I should have, but we'll make it work. We'll figure it out. I'm working from home tomorrow too, so that's not. I don't need as much containers. Maybe I'll take Friday off. We'll see. I got a lot of PTO I need to burn anyways. So let's get these eggs in here and then we'll season them up. Then I'll start the chicken stir fry. Ugh. Making messes. I make the sound again too. Now I'm self-conscious. that's extensive. The meal plan, I take it. Hey Sab, how's it going, buddy? Good looking. Well, thank you, man. What you cooking? Well, you can use the exclamation point menu. I got it from this really great channel. You may know the channel. I think her name's Slicer. I think that's what it is. Slicer. How you doing, Sab? Hope you're having a wonderful Sunday. You're done with school, right? You and Ash are both done with school, I believe, right? Ugh. Making eggs though. Yeah, it is extensive though. It's new for me, but I've been really, and it probably looks very overwhelming, and it would be to most people. It was even a little overwhelming to me this morning. Like, what am I getting myself into? Yeah, I'm done. So swell. That's awesome. Awesome. Summer to yourself. Hopefully you don't have to do. Hopefully you can just enjoy the summer, man. Miss having summers off. But yeah, it is an extensive diet. Be doing that for 8 weeks, and I'll do some extension of it. The main difference with this is just making sure I'm eating with my meals. It uses what's called like a block method. So essentially based on my body composition. There's so much protein, carbs, and fat to have in a meal. And making sure I'm kind of eating the right ratios of that. So we're gonna do it. I think I'll definitely get if I stick to it pretty well, which I'm usually pretty good, especially with spending so much money on it. I'll stick to it. And he's a very motivating coach too. So it's a buddy of mine, even back in high school, that I've known forever. Really nice dude. Ugh, this egg. We'll think about whether we want to do that egg. That egg's been cracked a little bit. I just bought it. No, actually, yeah, I just bought that today. Missed that in the egg inspection. This one's jacked up too. Those eggs were an abusive relationship, guys. Okay, so we got full thing there. I need a napkin. A towel, rather. Oh yeah, hey, good looking. What you got cooking? Shoot, it's country song. Yeah, I know the song. Can't think of it. Sunday's a struggle for me. Very much a struggle today. Jacked up eggs, right? I mean, look at it. I don't know, hopefully you can, they're like, partially cracked. It's probably okay. But I also have a whole nother carton of eggs, although, shoot. So 12 more eggs. So it looks like I'm pretty much stuck at making 2 batches because that's all the eggs I have. I also want to cook these reject eggs. I mean, I'm sure, their mother loves them still. That's fine. But, not me. Eggs are one of those things I don't think you want to mess too much with. All right, we're at 350. So I'm going to season these bad boys up. What should we do? Salt, pepper? What are you thinking? Her eggs on the floor? I put an egg on the floor or two. So funny you mentioned on the floor, Sab. I bought some blueberries. Like just in the plastic container, just pop open real easy. I spilled the same container twice in about 5 hours. That's how clumsy I am today. I didn't get enough sleep. I didn't sleep well because I ate a bunch of garbage food right before going to bed. So I was all jacked up. And carb loaded. Alright, like it as salted, like it a pepper. Not sure if this will be enough salt or pepper, but we'll learn. The pepper should stand out pretty well. All right, we're gonna see which ones we like better. We'll beat 6 of them. Well, no, they'll form pretty well. So even if we beat them up, they'll still stay in good. Hey, Louis Redfoot, how's it going, man? Let me catch the chat here. Can't wait to see the seasoning process. Yeah, it's well, I thought about almost putting it in a container and doing scrambled eggs and pouring it in there too. That'd feel like that'd be a little bit messier, but that'd probably be easier for seasoning. I guess, you know what, we're gonna throw some chipotle seasoning in there. Or chipotle. I think that's how you say it. So I found this is at my local grocery store. Most of the time they have it. They actually didn't have it for about a year period, which triggered me, but smell that. pretty good. It's pretty zesty. It's zesty with a nice little spice. Maybe we'll put a little bit in there. It's pretty intense, so don't put too much or you'll be tasting it for days. All right, a little dashy poo there. Throw a frozen pizza in. There you go. That a boy. I ate so many frozen pizzas, non-frozen pizzas, pizza rolls, Hot Pockets, beer. That was pretty much my diet in college. Enjoy it while you have the metabolism. We'll go with that. I kind of want to beat a couple of these up just to see what happens. Live and learn. You're on mobile. Oh, no worries. No worries, dear. Whatever. No reason to worry about modding too much. I know you're at work too, so I just appreciate being here. So, no problem. I need to feed off your guys' energy, anyways. Today's a ride on the struggle bus. I've had a really busy day too. I did apply for one more job at Blizzard. I did applied for some more earlier this week, but I'm guessing I probably won't hear anything there. Ugh. Coconut spray's already drying up here. All right, let me throw this in here so I can catch my McChat. All right, 20 minutes in the oven on 350. All right, boopity boop. All right, set the clock. Yeah, pizza rolls are a little rough. I think all those foods I can't really eat anymore, but I lived off them back in high school and college. So good, but yeah, hope you're having a good day, Louie. Appreciate you swinging in here. Let's see. So we're also going to make some chicken stir fry, which is pretty easy. So I'm very happy, at least with how maybe overwhelming the switching to a new meal plan and being prescribed exactly what to eat throughout the week. But at least the food prep's pretty easy this week. So we're just gonna make 5 pounds of chicken. So use just one bag or 3 pounds of chicken rather. So I buy these huge 3 pounds of frozen bags of chicken, skinless, boneless chicken breast, and we'll just season it up. Yeah, and then throw some peppers in there. I'll probably throw the bird's eye peppers because those are super easy. You can do that. And that'll actually I'm only eating 5 ounces of chicken in my meal as opposed to eating like 16 ounces of what I was eating before when I was eating those massive meals. So one bag of chicken is going to go a lot further. I'll have essentially 8 servings out of it with 40 ounces of chicken. Hey Rachel, how's it going? Thanks for stopping in. I can't see the emote there, but I can see the emote there. Yeah, your emotes are pretty sweet. I think as I know One Deadly Kitten and Ash are kind of coming up with emote ideas for me. I'm trying to. I was like just stared at all those emotes the other night when I was on your stream. I'm like, oh my god, I kind of want to buy some new emotes, but I might also wait and just see if I ever get partner and just buy a crap load just to switch it up. But those are pretty awesome. All right, let me grab a pan so we can get the stir fry going. So I'm going to use avocado oil. Boom. Let's see. 1 tablespoon. Maybe we'll do 2 tablespoons. Seems like 1 tablespoon is a lot of times not enough. Well, we're only dealing with 1 bag of chicken as opposed to 2 bags, which is what I usually make. I try to actually eat more vegetables too. So with this new diet plan, I'll actually be eating a lot more fresh fruits instead of just like raisins. Oh, I thought this was on. Nope. I'm gonna try to mix in some more vegetables here and there, but You know, gonna be eating the frozen vegetables, which are pretty fresh actually. They don't taste as good. They don't taste as good as fresh, but they're, you know, generally they're actually fresh and they're just frozen up right away. At least that's, from my understanding, that's the way it works. Old Trusty right here. Oh, you're coming down with a cold? Sad? That sucks. Ugh. Feels bad, man. The old Trusty peppers. These things save me a lot of time. They're really not too expensive. They actually been up to $2.50 a bag, which is still probably pretty cheap in most areas. Yeah, Bird's Eye is awesome. Yeah, I started getting cold. I feel like I have a little bit of congestion, but I think that's just from eating not so healthy and having... I had quite a few drinks yesterday just during the day with for a buddy's birthday. I mean, I wouldn't say a ton of drinks, but, you know, enough. And then, you know, just not sleeping very well. So get those bad boys open. Okay. Ooh, broccoli and cheese, nice. So the ones that you like microwave. So like I haven't really used their, I think they're like steamer bags or whatever. I haven't really done those a lot. I have some friends that use the mixed veggies with their, because they have kiddos and try to make them to eat them. Yeah, nice. Yeah, that would be pretty good too. I haven't had broccoli and cheese in forever. That does sound pretty good. I don't eat cheese much anymore. I'm kind of curious to see if I'll be able to mix in cheese with this new nutrition plan. Let's see. So we're waiting for the avocado oil to heat up. We better get on our apron. Zuketra, how's it going? Hey, Bucko. Hey, Bucko, back to you. I don't think I've ever been called Bucko before. I don't mind it. It's not bad. Hope you're having a wonderful Sunday. Ugh. All right, let's not catch anything on fire. Let's grab the apron. Okay. Ooh, that's not clean at all. It looks like there's still a lot of flour from when I made the paleo chicken tenders. It must have been last week. Hey, doing all right. A little tired for a Sunday, but we're getting our food prep done. It's pretty easy food prep. Appreciate you swinging in here. We're doing, you can hit exclamation point menu if you want to see what I'm making specifically. You can also do exclamation meal. I'm starting a new meal plan, new nutrition plan really. So you can see what I'm eating for the week if you are interested in that. So let's see. Heat this up. We got the chicken's been thawing out all day. Hey Phil, how you doing? Hope you're having a good Sunday as well. All right, opening up the chicken bag to make minimal mess. All right, we're just gonna dump it all in here. I mean, normally you could cut it, and that would be probably better. You could cut the chicken, dice it up into smaller bits, and then throw it in there. But this is a little bit less messy. But this will probably dry out the chicken a little more, honestly. But we'll throw some extra seasoning. I think we have some amino something to give it flavor. Actually, I have two different things here. These are sizzled. Nice, it's very appropriate. I have liquid aminos from Bragg's, the Bragg family. So it's basically a gluten-free version of soy sauce. I think it's supposed to be a little bit better than soy sauce, supposedly. In the circle where I try to eat cleaner, less processed foods and stuff, more natural stuff. And then this is coconut aminos, which is, I think, supposed to be even a little bit even cleaner. It's pretty expensive though. For this huge bottle, I think it was like $8 or something like that. It might have been more than that. But it tastes pretty good. So this is what I'm going to season the chicken with. basically like soy sauce. So that's what I was talking about. If I do dry out the chicken a little bit, I'll maybe make up for it with some of this. I forgot to just cut the chicken. I thought about it. Hey, Efficiency, thank you so much for the host, buddy. Hope you're having a good Sunday. Oh man, it just feels weird today. I'm cooking on a Sunday afternoon as opposed to a Saturday morning. Like, I feel like I should have a lot more left of my weekend. What's my favorite thickness of bread? I don't really eat very much bread very often. So I don't know if I have a really good opinion on that. I actually just bought bread for the first time forever, just because it was on the menu for the week. So 90% of your diet is bread. Nice. Well, how's it been working? Has it been working well for you? I haven't. I kind of gave up bread about 4 years ago once I've gone to paleo diet. I'm still loving that Agadon sizzle. That's so appropriate. You wish, Philo, you wish you cooked more often. Yeah, I mean it's tough to make time for it, but it's a thing that I will never not have time. I will never not make time for unless I get enough money to where I can afford somebody else to cook for me. I did think about there's a place called Fresh Fit Meals in my area where they actually do food prep for you. I mean, they just make all the meals and they tell you the calories and protein and carbs and all that stuff. Now it wasn't too bad. It was $170 for 1 week, and that was 3 meals a day, 2 snacks for 5 days. So it actually wasn't too bad. And I'm pretty cheap though, so I almost considered trying that for a week just to take a break from meal prep, but that's probably not going to happen. Right, that's a pretty unproductive piece of chicken. We'll take that out. That was mostly a piece of chicken fat with an ice cube on it because it was still not completely 100% thawed out. All right. You're slowly turning into bread. Well, I mean, bread tastes delicious. Hopefully it's cinnamon raisin bread because that's super delicious. I haven't had that forever. It's more not chicken. Just standard, turn it in, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of most people think bread's bad for you. I'm not saying that it is. I'm not, by no means am I a doctor or nutritionist. I do kind of miss it though a little bit. I grew up eating like grilled cheese, so I might have to make grilled cheese at some point if I can figure out a way to flex that into my diet. So we're gonna cook this. I'm actually gonna get a lid so it cooks through a little bit more and keeps some of the moisture so it doesn't dry out too much. 1 second. Try that. And then so we'll let that steam up a little bit, cook all the way through, then we'll flip it, and we'll actually be able to cut it with our spatula. It's a little bit harder on the wrist and forearms and stuff like that to cut with this, but it's also lazier. It's a little more work, but it's also lazier in that I don't have to get it on a cutting board, cut it up, and then dump it in, which would probably be the better thing to do. Your non-diet bread overdose. Sorry to hear that. Walls. All right. We'll give that a little bit of time. We got about 7.5 minutes for the eggs in there. I like it. Bread jokes, guys, in 2018. Keep them alive. All right. So now we wait. So this isn't too bad for meal prep. We'll do 2 rounds of the eggs, so about 20 minutes each. But then we're just going to make this one batch of chicken stir fry, and then we'll have enough for the whole week. I'll also be eating like sandwiches, which I used to, like I said, loved grilled cheese sandwiches. Be eating just like lunch meat sandwiches with fruit. Try to incorporate some vegetables, and then some snacks in there, like some cashews and such. Opinion on soy sauce in the chicken stir fry. Well, I'm using like a kind of an alternative to soy sauce, but I'm a fan of it. Love the saltiness. Pretty good seasoning, especially when I'm not, by no means am I an expert preparer of chicken. So sometimes the chicken will dry out if you cook it too long. That's why I have this on here to kind of help against that. So I add a little bit more moisture, not moisture. Oh, blah. All right, we'll stop saying moisture. So add a little bit more moisture to it. All right, let's give her a flip. So we'll do this. It should be about probably an hour's worth of cooking-ish, and then probably jump over to Hearthstone. Not about playing Legos or building Legos. It's not a game, guys. It's real life. Shouldn't say playing Legos. Not about doing that. So I really want to finish that up. We made some pretty good progress last time too. I really missed my kitchen table, but we'll see. Might just jump over to Hearthstone though. I think I'm going to try to incorporate at least one night a week where we're trying to play Rocket League, maybe Wednesdays. Just to switch it up. Although I guess this week will actually be exciting, a little more exciting to play Hearthstone because the nerfs will be out Tuesday, I believe. So usually after the nerfs, Hearthstone's exciting for another week or two. So I might take advantage of that. And then it won't be very exciting until the next patch, which will be, what, I think August? Alright, so we're actually able to kind of dice through this decently. So we gotta make 8 servings of this. So right, yeah, 8 times 5 is 40. There's 40 ounces in here. 3 pounds. Wait a minute. Math, guys. Let me check that bag again. Make sure I can do math again. Hey, Sassy Cloud, thank you so much for the auto host. Hope you're having a good day if you're there. Let me check that bag of chicken real quick. $48 ounces, not 40 ounces. That makes more sense. Because I'm like, 3 times 16 is not 40. So 48 ounces. So we basically have like 9 servings. Holy crap. Mistakes were made, guys. Should have used the... That's crazy. 9 servings out of this. And I used to eat like... Every bag I would eat like a third to a half of the bag for like 1 serving. But I'll be eating more meals and I'll be eating snacks with it too. So it'll be a little bit different. Problem is just finding the containers for all this. That's my conundrum here. 2, 3, 4. I think we're gonna have to double up on some of these. Probably double or triple up. Not all my containers are clean. But we just need to get enough to get through work for the week. Then we're solid. I'm actually going to do 2 bags of pepper stir fry too, because I want to try to get better at eating vegetables. So this is going to be a much higher veggie to chicken ratio than what I normally have. Normally I do like, you know, the full like 6 pounds of chicken and then like 1, maybe 2 bags of this. So we'll do the ratio of 2 bags of that to 1 bag of chicken. Someday we'll grow big and strong. Alright, we might be done with this for a little bit. Alright, chicken's pretty much cooked through. We're just dicing it up a little bit more. Get a nice little pieces. And kind of cook some of the water out a little bit. Although the water is like broth too. So it's a little bit of the flavor. Yeah. Just dice it through, especially the thicker pieces, just to make sure that it gets cooked all the way through. All right. Easy peasy. Easy chicken. Glad I'm only wearing a t-shirt and shorts. It's getting spicy up right next to here. It's kind of muggy outside. And then 350 degree oven plus the steamy chicken. It's getting hot up in her. All right. So sorry guys, I couldn't make a stream yesterday. I had a little bit of window of time in the middle of the day, but I wouldn't have been able to cook. And just with how busy the weekend was, I'm like, I need to kind of take a day off anyway. So apologize I couldn't squeeze in the stream as I was maybe hoping, but kind of what was expected. All right, we're turning up the heat a little bit, not metaphorically, but in real life. And try to cook out some of this water broth that's naturally in there. Probably don't need to do too much though. Then we'll season this up. Actually, I wonder if I have. Sometimes I make some paleo stir fry, slash fajita seasoning. I don't think I have any. Okay, so we're gonna be lazy today. Again, it's a lazy Sunday. Go to my go-to. You guys have seen me use this before, but Conrico, hot and spicy jalapeno all-purpose seasoning, just so baller, so good, so good. We'll throw copious amounts of that on here because it's phenomenal. Make sure our chicken has flavor this week. That'd be great. It does have some salt and pepper in there already, I think. Salt, ground jalapeno, pepper, black pepper, garlic. Probably don't need any more salt and pepper in there. Plus, we're going to throw some aminos in there. Stir this around a little bit so that the chicken gets seasoned. I might throw some more jalapeno seasoning as well on top of the peppers. Why avocado oil instead of olive oil? That's a great question, actually. So avocado oil, while much more expensive than olive oil, has a higher smoke point than olive oil. And what that means is when an oil reaches a smoke point, it essentially turns into smoke, or I don't know if it necessarily turns into black smoke, but it turns into smoke that's not so good. Like it turns and rancid, actually. Please warn me the next time before the microphone. Sorry. I opened it up so it won't re-beep again. I apologize. I apologize that's really loud. I didn't think about that. Thank you, DK. So what happens is actually olive oil, you're not supposed to cook past medium. Otherwise, actually, if you cook it past medium and then you eat it, it actually goes kind of rancid in your stomach. And just doesn't, I think, usually jive as well with people's stomachs. So avocado oil actually has, I think, the highest smoke point. Hey, Josie. Oh, yeah, you're welcome, Josino. Great question. So avocado oil can get all the way up to very high, I believe. I think it's like 500 degrees. So there's actually websites where you can see the smoke points versus the oils and how high you can have them up. And Fresh Socks, let's go. How you doing, buddy? I saw you pop in there. Okay, so I see that my phone is actually dying. I was hoping that my really fast charger would it would charge faster than it would drain. That's not the case. But we got about 18% left. We might make it. All right. First round of eggs are done. I'll show them to you here in a second. I want to get everything out so that I don't have to end the stream early because of the battery. So I'm still cooking some of the water out here. We'll cool it down a little bit. So we need to scoop these bad boys out. Make sure I catch him in chat here. Literally just got here. Well, if you want to see what's cooking, you can actually use the fancy menu command that I made. Just exclamation point menu for today, and then exclamation point meal if you want to see my meal plan for the week. So you can see what. So I'm doing a new meal plan. So this is why I don't like these as much, because even though I did a crap load of coconut oil spray, it's still kind of sticky. This one actually wasn't too bad. I'll show them to you here in a little bit. I just want to get these next eggs in the hopper. Okay, these are getting a little bit better. Ooh, these are not too bad looking. Oh god, lost part of it. Still good. 5-second rule, guys. I cleaned my counter once. Alright. Boop boop boop. Alright, a couple more here. Alright, they're coming out a lot better now. I think I just had maybe some bad spray action going on. I probably should have put them all in this other thing. I put them all in this other container. I might be able to fit all of them in there. There we go. That's the American thing to do. Oh god, go fall. Alright. Goop. Yeah, no worries, DK. Turbo, thank you so much for the 111 bits. Thank you so much. How you doing today? We're having a good Sunday. Yeah, DK's working, so she's here morally supporting, as always, as she's always amazing at doing. But she's working hard for the money. All right, spray. Sunday indeed, yeah. It's. I was just saying how weird it feels to be cooking late on a Sunday as opposed to early on a Saturday. Which means I really want a lot more weekend after this. Yeah, we're coconut spraying the crap out of this. Because I don't want it sticking too much more. Takes like a good week or two before I get the energy to like clean that pan out. All right. Gravity happened, guys. Gravity wins always. Got them brag, son. You know it. You know it. All right. All right. So now we need to crack 12 eggs in record amount of time. Not really. We could take our time, or we could not, or we can get under a big rush and drop a bunch of things in the ground. That's what I usually do, as you have just witnessed. I don't always use all the Bragg's products, but the liquid aminos is pretty economical. Sometimes I'll use their apple cider vinegar. I think they have. Yep, meal prepping for the week, and I'm gonna eat. We eat 24 eggs in 6 days. I think is what would be out. So I'll be eating 4 of these eggs in the egg muffin tin, seasoned eggs. You can actually hit exclamation point meal to see what I'll be eating this week. So doing a new nutrition plan. Buddy of mine from high school that I've been keeping in contact with that runs a company. I'm gonna be trying that just to get ready for the beaches this summer. The beaches of Iowa that don't exist. But at least get in pretty good shape. Wanted to tighten up my nutrition since I'm not gonna be working out as much as I have been, just because I've been so dinged up with injuries that I want to go down to 3 days a week with CrossFit, and then try to ride my bike at least 1 day a week, and maybe do other things like play Dance Central, run maybe if I want, do some other activities just to find some balance. I love CrossFit, but my body's pretty dinged up this last 6 months, and it usually gets worse during the heat of the summer. All right. Ugh, that one cracks. a wee bit too easy. That was a big one. All right, let's get this last one in here. Season these. Oh, chicken is super done. Over here. We put this off to the side just to be on the safe side here. So we're gonna need a little time to season the eggs. Sleepy Bear's here, guys. Stream can start. Sleepy Bear's here. Like your cabinet season station. Thank you, Turbo. I hear that a lot. Sometimes I think it's a little bit of a kappa. Because I leave cabinet doors open all the time. And nobody's here. Nobody lives here with me to stop me. But yeah, I'm glad you like it. It's pretty easy. Put up there. What am I cooking? You can actually, I actually have a menu command. So try that out if you like. But today, just basically eggs in muffin tin, seasoned, which I'm seasoning right now with the salt and the pepper. And then making chicken stir fry also. So we're multitasking as always. I don't know if those eggs, ooh, that's gonna be salty. That's gonna be an egg. Ugh. I'm gonna have a little surprise when I bite in that one this week. Premature saltulation, guys. Don't let it happen to you. All right, that's a good amount of salt. I'm gonna try putting a little bit of this in there too, because it's good. It goes with everything. I guess we did chipotle on the other one. We'll have a little test, see which one tastes better. The best kind of test when it involves just eating and not numbers or words. All right, let's throw this bad boy in here. I'm gonna turn on the microwave, and in 20 minutes, DK, you gotta run for cover, or everybody that doesn't like the sound of the microwave. I'm kind of surprised at how well the audio gets picked up by this. I could probably, no, I can't use my phone because then I'll beep you guys in the face, and that won't be good either. So, okay, 19 minutes and 57 seconds. 19 minutes, 56 seconds. 19. Okay, all right. Let me catch some chat. Sleepy's making some spicy chicken. Nice. Like what kind? Just like grilling it, or in a frying pan, or what? We're baking it. Hey Hearthstoner, how you doing, buddy? I'll live with you if you want. Sure, come on over, Sab. I have an extra room. I don't always like having roommates, so I will warn you of that. So I don't know if I'm the best roommate sometimes. But I haven't had a roommate really for, I don't know, 7 years. Maybe I'm better at it, maybe not. So now let's get back to the chicken. We neglected the chicken for a little bit. I apologize, Mr. Chicken. We'll just use the rest of this first. So for those of you who didn't see, this is liquid aminos. It's basically like soy sauce, but a little bit supposedly cleaner, healthier version of soy sauce. So it's just vegetable protein from non-GMO soybeans and purified water. We'll throw a little bit of this. So this is coconut aminos. This is even supposedly healthier, cleaner version, but it's even more expensive. So this is organic coconut tree sap, aged and blended with sun-dried, mineral-rich sea salt. Man, does that sound awesome, right? All right. There we go. So that'll give us some good taste. 6 weeks of being vegan, Hearthstoner? Or is that for Sam? Premature preparation. Yeah, I agree. That it's easier to come back from salt than it is pepper. You're right, Turbo. Right, so that's cut up. I'm gonna let that warm back up a little bit. Kind of mix with the chicken flavor, so the chicken hopefully soaks up some of the freedom from the aminos. Then we'll throw our peppers in there. We'll season them, cook it. Blah, done. Oh, your Hearthstone says my workout program starts tomorrow. Surprised to find out that the diet they were putting me on is almost vegan. Ooh, 6 weeks of almost vegan. Yeah, that'd be a pretty big change for me. I don't know if I could go vegan or vegetarian, but I mean, they say abs are made in the kitchen, and I believe it because my nutrition is pretty decent, and once it's been decent, I've noticed some results. But it's definitely when you have a day where you don't eat so well, yeah, it's not. You definitely notice the difference. So I wanted to switch up the nutrition just because working out a little bit less, it's going to be even more important, I think, to eat better. All right, that's good enough. We'll throw some bird's eye in here. Lazy Man's cut up peppers and onions. I need to get a sponsorship from Trader Joe's, Bird's Eye, and what else? I don't know. Those two would cover pretty much most of the things that appear on my my stream, I suppose. All right, that might be too many peppers and onions, but we'll see what happens. Okay, let's get this out of the way. Let's throw this. Boom, Kobe. Yeah, whoever buys my house whenever I decide to sell is like, why is there are chips all over the wall? You know, sometimes I'm a little lazy and kind of play basketball with my recyclables like that. Yep, bachelor pad. Don't be scared. It's not too bad. It's cleanish. It's okay. You stay in there, buddy. All right, let's turn it up a little bit. We'll put a little bit more aminos in there and some seasoning. The peppers will taste like peppers and onions do taste a little bland in here. I do like fresh, non-frozen better, even though these are supposedly pretty fresh, but they definitely lack the flavor. Like it a pepper? Like it a pepper? Oh, that's you. That plus working out 3 times a week. Yeah, that's a big change. I mean, good luck with it though. I mean, if you need some encouragement, I'll be happy to encourage you. I mean, fitness and healthy eating is very important to me. I know the struggles. I don't like doing things where you have to do too much. It's not really sustainable for most human beings, but I mean, it's doable. I should say it's not sustainable. It's hard. It's a very huge shift, and it's that's why I think in general diets don't really work a lot of times because it tells you, oh, you need to do this, 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 and this. You change all these things, and that's tough for a human, especially as you get older and older, to adjust to all those things, all those new habits. And so then once you get through the 8 weeks, you're like, oh my God, I'm finally done with this. And then you go back to like your normal habits, and then you gain a lot of that weight back, or go back to where you were when you're eating that other way. Because the way, for anybody that's like trying to lose weight or get to a certain goal, you have to do what you're doing really for the rest of your life. Bird's eye. I like it with the emotes. Nice. All right, we can close this for a little bit. Yeah, diet change. Diet is really, really tough. Like if you would have saw my old diet, you would never be like, how the heck are you doing all this crazy intense stuff? But it's something that happens over time, I think, and that's why I make the point of like I kind of wish, doing programs, you do things over time. Like this was even overwhelming to me, and I've been a hardcore like eating healthy-ish fitness nut for the last 4 years, and this isn't even that big of a change. This is just changing up my servings a little bit and switching in a few things here and there. And that's why I like this program a little bit better, because it does dumb it down for me. Like he tells me what to eat when-ish, like for breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks. And then he actually breaks it down into a grocery list too. I know the grocery list wasn't very overwhelming. It's a lot of the same things I'm buying anyways. So, and now by no means is this a sponsored stream. I'm just kind of talking about what my buddy's been doing. I did tell him if it does go well, though, I'll promote it. but I'm sure it's going to go pretty well. It all makes sense, and he's a very, very focused dude. I think he'll be a really good coach for this. Okay. All right, cook, boom. Looking forward to being in good shape for the first time and hoping to keep it up after it's over. Yeah, man. I mean, that's awesome. Good luck with that, and great. Congratulations on making a really tough decision. It's a huge commitment to do something like that. I mean, just, I don't know if it's part of what you do, but one thing you can do is, do a journal. Take a journal as like how you feel on these days, or, maybe on days you're like, oh my God, I really need meat, or I really need, sugar or whatever. Take notes of those things, and, or like, hey, I had to cheat, I had to eat like raisins or something like that. So feel free to vent to me anytime. Just shoot me a message on Discord or whatever, because it definitely helps to have friends to help through all that stuff. But yeah, nutrition's tough, but it is key. I was Alkali Lake just tweeted right before I went live, and I tweeted her back. She's awesome. She said made a picture of her doing some workouts, and I'm like, yeah, I'm switching up my nutrition right now, and she was like, oh yeah, nutrition's pretty important. I'm like, yep, that's why I need to do it. All right, so this is going to kind of boil up. We're going to let this go for a little bit. Got 11 minutes. DK, if you're still there, 11 minutes on the microwave. Hopefully I'll catch it and keep it from blasting your guys' eardrums out. I apologize in ahead of time for that. I'll show you these eggs. I never did show them to you. So this is just one egg in a muffin tin and some seasoning. Pretty easy. It'll be. I think maybe if I do these again, I might do scramble them. You're here, okay? 10 minutes and 30 seconds, DK. Everybody just start yelling at me in like 9.5 minutes to watch the microwave. Well, maybe like 10 minutes. Because I don't have an attention span longer than 20 seconds. So that way I'll stop it. I apologize that you guys have to get air horn blasted by my microwave. Running out of timers here. The dog says meow, says Sab. We might want to check on your education, where you're getting that education at there, Sab. That is pretty hilarious, though. That dog does look like he's like saying, meow. Well, it probably helps that I had to put a $400 deposit down that I don't get unless I succeed at the program. Well, there you go. Money is a good motivator, too. Mine was a little bit of money, too. Pretty close to that amount. But it's not necessarily a deposit. It's just, good counseling and good program. Like, I'll be talking to him every week. We'll adjust things accordingly, and hopefully once I get down, it's actually kind of 9 weeks. This is a baseline week, and after 8 weeks of the diet, then hopefully, by then it kind of sets in the habits, and then I'll be able to do something that's sustainable. Did you just assume the dog species? Yeah, if he wants to be a cat, that's cool too. I mean, I should not assume species in 2018. You're right. You're right. You guys keep me in check, though. I appreciate it. Call me out for the dumb assumptions I'll make, because you know what happens when you assume. I just splashed myself. All right, that was kind of warm. All right, so we're in pretty good shape here. I want to cook not all the water, but a lot of the juice out, just so it's not super watery. And that'll help kind of cook some of the salt into the chicken, into the peppers. I don't want to overcook it too much. A little bit of juice is good with storing in the containers, so that the containers will keep some moisture, get some flavor. I think we can put everything away. This is pretty decent, pretty easy food prep, honestly. And I'm thankful I have working from home tomorrow, which means I'll be watching Twitch all day, of course. But, I mean, I will actually have a couple meetings, so I will have to pay attention a little bit. But in between those, I'll actually pack up, I'll be making sandwiches for the week. So I'll make a couple sandwiches for work, for the lunch. Um, yeah, so it won't be too bad. It's a pretty easy first week. The challenge is going to be, though, that I have to go graduation parties next weekend out of town. So I already told my aunts, I'm like, don't worry about cooking anything for me. I'm just going to try to pack my lunch and stick to it. So that's always a tough thing with, living kind of a very regimented life like what I do is, most people don't, eat this way or, and all that for right or for wrong. But so it's very challenging when you go to parties or when you're with people or they want to go out to restaurants and, they can't always accommodate what you want to eat or whatever. So kind of one of the challenges in my life, but, to be healthy, it's generally worth it. And, the good friends you have will not really care what you eat or anything like that. All right, not too bad. We'll give that another couple minutes. 6 minutes, 40 seconds in the microwave. Vegetables are delicious. And leaves are cool too. The most positive thing coming up will be that I'll eat more vegetables than I ever have, and I tend to avoid eating vegetables. I'm kind of the same way. I like eating vegetables. I love cooked vegetables. I mean, I love peppers and onions. I could eat them every day and every meal pretty much. But I get so sick of cutting them up and washing them and getting out the cutting board and then cooking them. And bird's eye is okay. It's easier, but the bird's eye taste, honestly, is kind of bland compared to peppers from the store. Okay, DK. Don't get caught at work. Don't get in trouble at work. Sab's already moving in. You might be able to move in as well. I don't know how many more friends I could fit at my house. Alright, that's probably okay. There's still some in there. A little bit of juice, but that's alright. So we gotta make this in 8 servings, guys. Broccoli and Brussels sprouts I cannot do. Oh, see, I'm one of the weird... I don't know if I should say that I'm weird, but I think most people think that it's weird to love Brussels sprouts when you're younger. I grew up eating Brussels sprouts. My grandma would make them on Sundays for like the Sunday dinner that she still makes today. And but granted it was Brussels sprouts and then butter and salt. And that's not too bad, but yeah, I actually like Brussels sprouts, and I'll probably have Brussels sprouts one week as well. Trader Joe's has Brussels sprouts in a bag, and just cut those into quarters or halves and throw some olive oil and that jalapeno seasoning that I showed earlier. So freaking phenomenal. So good. But I can understand why people sometimes don't like Brussels sprouts. So for this week, it's actually I need 5 ounces of chicken, which is not very much compared to what I've been eating. 4 minutes and 40 seconds in the microwave, guys. You got to call me out on that. Hopefully I'll be at work by then. So that's 48 ounces divided by 5 ounces per container. 9.6 containers. So we got a little bit of a problem here. So I don't have that many containers. Not even close to that many containers. Let's see. Let me look here. Heck, I probably could use these little small containers. Actually, I should do that. Like, I'm eating so little chicken compared to what I normally do. Welcome to Container World, guys. My house is IKEA. You don't take up much space? Okay, good, Sab. Do you want to sleep in the basement? I know we're used to basement living. The basement's actually pretty sweet. I love onions though too. I love cooked onions, onion rings of course, but that kind of defeats some of the healthiness of it. Out, burn. Okay. I just got pyroblast by some juice. Never tried Brussels sprouts before, but I love broccoli. Brussels sprouts seem to be a thing that gets better as you get older. Kind of like, I don't know, a lot of things that people don't like when they're young, and then they like them when they're older. I don't know. I even use these little itty bitty containers. I didn't think I'd ever have a purpose for. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so So we got a little bit extra in here. This is gonna be, I could have measured these out, but these containers are different. So I actually have a scale where I can measure out ounces. I know that sounds intense too, but you know, people that are really, really serious about their nutrition, I know quite a few people that do that. I know that's a pretty foreign concept to most. Understandably so, but I'm not gonna do that because I have different containers anyways. I guess I could have put them all in one container and then just dump it into a thing. We should do that next time. That'd be a smart thing to do. Okay, well, we're gonna eyeball it a little bit. We're actually gonna have an extra 3 ounces between all these. I think that's gonna be okay. I don't think my nutritionist is watching. I did invite him to the show though, but I don't know if he knows about Twitch. So if he comes here and somebody starts yelling and swearing at me, it's because I didn't measure this to exact ounce. But it'll certainly still be a huge step in a good direction. Alright, we're eyeballing it here. This will be within, an ounce for each of them. So I don't think that'll be too bad. So this is going to actually be kind of nice because I go through 2 huge bags of chicken a week. Now with this, I'm going to go through maybe 1 bag a week. Maybe less than that kind of technically. So, and the, meat's not cheap. I mean, the chicken's not too bad. It's only like $7. No, that's more than that. I don't know. I think it's $6 for 3 pounds, and that's the absolute dirt cheapest I could find anywhere in the world. All right, let's move things around here. We got the microwave. I'm gonna spare your guys' ears. There we go. 30 seconds on the clock. Count it down, guys. But not in chat, because that'd probably be annoying. Not to me, but to other people. Alright. Boopy, beepy, boppy, boop. Alright, let's close these bad boys up, move them away from the table. We got all these containers. I bought a really fancy food prep lunchbox, which had all these really annoying containers, but they're coming in the clutch today. Woo, that's spicy hot. Sorry, just Hershon, saw your message. Thought broccoli and cheese soup would make broccoli better for you, but it ruined cheese instead. That feels bad, man. Reverse effect. Yeah. I haven't had broccoli cheese soup in forever either. Alright. Man, that's crazy. 5 ounces of chicken is that a lot. Especially compared to 16 ounces what I was eating. Granted, ooh, that's hot, that's hot, that's hot. Ouch. Ouch, life. Okay, boom. 5 meals right here. Plus I'll have like some fruit and stuff like that too. It's not the only thing I'll be eating. I promise. I'm not somebody that will starve myself ever. It's like the Terminator, the Terminator can't destroy himself. I will never starve myself. Alright. That was pretty easy food prep, guys. This is gonna be less than a 2-hour Mighty Meals, which my YouTube fans will probably appreciate. Let's throw these over her. Right. So there's 9 meals right there. Pretty good. Welcome back, DK. I spared your ears too. I'm guessing you must have had a timer there, and you're like, I gotta be away for the microwave beep because you just missed it a minute ago, and I saved everybody ear bleeding from the beeping. All right, let's get the eggs out, and then we done. Boop. Close the microwave. Boop. All right, Yeah, I think I just need to buy a new house so that I have a better Mighty Meals set up. I could probably write that off my taxes, right? I need this for Twitch. I need a cooler kitchen so that I can get better angles and lighting. Yeah, I'll see if I can convince the IRS on that one. Maybe a tough sell. All right, Moss eggs. We done. So I actually need to pick up some more eggs. So 7 times 4 is 28. 2 cartons of eggs is 24. So I won't have a full week's worth because I'm gonna eat 4 of these a day. 4 of these for breakfast. This smells pretty good. Yeah, so either way, you can really go where I don't think you really need to beat it up. I mean, we'll see once I eat it, but I think the yolk cooks well enough to where it's not gonna like be runny or anything like that because you're cooking it through. Okay. Okay, let's just scraping this egg stuff out of there. That'll be one day. And I'll just put a bunch of them in this container because I'm going to run out of containers. So I'm just going to have to wash my dishes turn on my dishwasher really and get the rest of the containers clean for the week. And then I'll teleport these eggs into there individually throughout the week. That'll be great. Ooh, this one's a stubborn one. Get out of the pool. Oh, he's in. All right, a couple more. And we have 70% battery left, guys. So apparently now we know that even with my quick charger in streaming, I lose like 1% like every maybe 10 minutes. So that's not too bad. And usually my cooking streams are about 2 hours, which is 120 minutes. So I guess in theory I only probably need around 12 to 15% battery. That's good to know. Should have charged it up earlier, but I've had a busy day. My brain's broken, guys. Thank God I'm not super. I mean I'm at rank 5, so I can kind of play some meme decks a little bit. I might try hard. We'll see. Think about playing mage. Ouch! Still hot. Still hot. Still hot. Okay, we're done. We did it, guys. I'll show you a couple of these eggs. Oop, that one's really, really hot. Still hot? Yeah. Okay, well, so we made 24 egg cups. So I'll eat 4 of those for breakfast today with some fruit and I think a handful of cashews. So for lunch, I'll have sandwiches this week, and I think some fruit also. And then and I think like some avocados. I'm pretty excited about. I haven't bought avocados in forever because I'm so cheap. But he's like, you make some avocado spreads, like half an avocado. I'm like, all right, if I must. So it was a good excuse to buy avocados. And I bought them at Aldi, and they actually had a whole bag of them. Like, what do we got? Six smallish ones, small to medium sized ones. I think it was only like $3.50. Usually an avocado, I think, is like 50 cents to $1 per avocado, or maybe more than that. I can't remember. Not too many avocado trees here in the Midwest. Cool. I think we're done. Let's put a couple things away. What time is it? 5:14. I don't know. We'll probably switch to Hearthstone. I kind of do want to do Legos a little bit, but I think it'd just be easier just to sit in my computer chair and play some Hearthstone with you guys. Might be a little more entertaining as well. Or maybe not. I don't know. My Lego setup's not very good. Ooh, that tasted really good. I did not screw up the eggs, guys. The little fragment of egg I had was pretty well seasoned. I think we did the jalapeno seasoning, that second one, and that's pretty good. It's pretty good, guys. All right. Find a couple more containers. We'll set these on the kitchen table for a while to let them cool off before you put them in the fridge. That's usually what I do. You don't want to throw really hot containers right in the fridge and it just sucks all the cold air out of your fridge or sucks it all up and then use a little bit more energy. Although you don't want to keep these out too long because then you can have organisms and stuff starting to grow on it, which sounds pretty gross, but it's a true story. Harsh truth. Okay, good shape here. Just throw this in the sink, let it soak for a couple weeks or a day. I promise. I promise I'll do my dishes. Just put in a bunch of water here to soak it up. That'll make scraping out what is left of the eggs a little bit easier, but still, I don't know, still stuck a little bit more than I would have liked, but it wasn't too bad. So that coconut oil, apparently needed to spray even more on it, apparently. All right, so let's go ahead. I think I'm gonna switch the stream over to Hearthstone. So I'll be over there in about 2 minutes. It's pretty